The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Here we go from Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
180!
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Double dog, that's the way.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And an alley to run. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 81 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here in the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Ready?
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Easy.
They will run for the first time here with White, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Complete to Washington. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, Charlie. 58's the mic. We're gone. 58's the mic.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 27-yard line.
58's the mic. Oh, here we go.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. To try again after the sack, Roethlisberger. And the catch made by Johnson. 23 yards on the play. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Blue 30. Snickers, got to spin. You better bring. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. SOS. Black and turn.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 4 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the toss, it's Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run with White. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Ready? No foul! Topper! Here we go.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Deontay Johnson, 65 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Gurley. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. From the 44, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now it's gone. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. There he goes, right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. They're going to go for it. It's Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Go! Ricky.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Goff. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down and executed it to perfection. But now this throw complete to Washington. Give him 9 there, the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. But it's brought in by Washington. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And some space here. There he goes left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now gone. And Woods has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Value three.
On first down, it's gone. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 46 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bud Dupree picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
55 is my guy, 55. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, lift.
They are going for it. Goff eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to Cooks. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. So first and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Washington's got him. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Rams' 20-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Hey, Echo. 58 to Mike.
Now Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Got an open man. It's Washington. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He's able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Ready? 180.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
They stay on the ground with White. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Goff on 1st down. Then he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff, and that one's complete to Gurley. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again is Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Rams going for it on 4th. Goff. And this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
All right, now. 180. 77. I'm coming out to you. Easy.
1st down, here's White. The tackle there by John Johnson. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeout in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. 43 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 55, Mike 55. Five.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And his throw is incomplete. Gerald Everett is tied in, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. High throw, but the catch is made. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a 1st down throw, gone. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Goff now looking to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, gone. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.